Hello, and welcome to what will be known as probably a dark day in comic books. I won't spoil why, but I'm sure you're going to hear about it. Just doing a mic check now. Welcome to what will be known as probably. Alright, so we're live. We're going to be talking about indie comics. There's something big that happened in regular comic books today. If you don't know what's going on, go Google Batman 77 and you'll know. Travis Gibb gave me the heads up and I was able to get a couple copies of it. Might even try to go out and see if there are any more copies for me to get tomorrow if they haven't sold out. But I do have two that will be with me this weekend. So if you're interested, you can come see me. Now we're going to start the program now. This is a 10-minute format. It's the first time ever we're doing the forecast and crowdfunding together. We're also going to be recording this. We are recording this for the Geek Radio American Network. We're going to do some new and innovative stuff. We only have 8 minutes and 30 seconds to get you the news, so we're going to jump right in, and we're going to start talking to you about the crowdfunding report. And the crowdfunding report this week is brought to us by, of course, IndieAdvocates.com, the Global Digital Comic-Con, the one site where you can get all the information that you need to get in one place if it's indie related. And we do the daily Indie Wire Monday through Thursday. You also can get your forecast for where to go on the weekend, which we're going to be doing in just a minute. And you can get your crowdfunding report, which we're going to go ahead and jump into right now. Starting with Scandal and Rose, the League of Poor Life Decisions. That is on Kickstarter. It's a story about the life and times of DJ Scandal and DJ Ross Garcia. And Cagno, The Broken Veil, Act 1, is about a 2-part graphic novel about the demons we keep with us and the boy that sees them. The Legacy of the View. The Legacy of the View blends the elements of American comics, anime, pacing with urban music culture. Kind of cool. That is going to be available until the 28th on Indiegogo. And The Veil, by the way, is going to be also available on Indiegogo to the 27th. Project Shadowbreed #1, Discover the World of Project Shadowbreed. That is going to be on Kickstarter until the 31st of August. And then this takes us into what will be September. And September has Corvold and Sparrow, The Birds of a Feather. Corvold and Sparrows is a 60-page graphic novel, and that is going to be available until the 4th on Kickstarter. Also on the Kickstarter, Night Number 3 is back. It's an epic comic book of action, fantasy, and mystery, and that's available till September 6th. Tales from Nero's View 1, 2, and 3 are available now on Indiegogo through September 13th, and Nero's View has more heroes and villains than any other city on the planet. What could go wrong? Knox the Fox is new to our program, and it's new creators, so I expect everyone to give them a chance. At least watch their video, go check out their Kickstarter. I've watched these creators grow, and I'm very proud of them, in fact, and I hope that you guys spend the time to actually check out what they're creating. It is amazing. It's a hero takes his first steps into the dangers of super-powered city, and an intro to Knox the Fox universe. Tainted 2 of 5 is available. It's a comic book series, amazing story that deals with depression. That's going to be on Kickstarter until the 20th. It's the second chapter of the Tainted Saga. This new action-packed drama comic will reveal the truth behind the cult and the Creek's ultimate mission. Ooh. And of course, $1 can make dreams come true, so show support, attract attention, fund projects, support creators, and create new worlds. And speaking of creating new worlds, if you're going to create a new world and you want to know how to better prepare yourself for crowdfunding, go to Madeline Holly Rising's and Christian Shin's book on Kickstarter called Kickstarter for the Independent Creator, a second edition, a practical and informative guide to crowdfunding to help you be able to better suit yourself for the future. And of course, if you're looking for what's coming soon, look no further than my own collaborative effort with Chuck and Travis as we bring to life the next edition of The Advocator, which will carve its way into your fandom. And that is going to be kicking off on Kickstarter on September 9th. And also, for those of you who are a fan of zany and awesomeness that teaches moral messages with farts, That's right, I said, with farts. You can check out The Power of the Stink as the Cat Dad and Supermom Rise on Kickstarter on October 1st through the entire month of October, with guaranteed shipping for a Christmas gift for the kids that you love, or maybe the people you love with a sense of humor. That is Cat Dad and Supermom hitting Kickstarter on October 1st. So 2 amazing projects coming your way. One a month apart. One's in September, one's in October. Why not get them both? And you guys are going to love it. Now, speaking of loving things, let's do our forecast. And now, the forecast, of course, we're going to go to convention scene at the end of it to go through all the stuff going on at convention scene. But first, we're going to focus on the indie creators. We're going to focus on our forecast map, which has Keystone Comics, which is going to host our amazing artist who's helped me out, and I mean me and the team behind Barbara Unleashed, which will have a Kickstarter later this year, at the end of the year and the beginning of 2020, as 2020 is the year to be unleashed. That's going to have Chris Mad, Robert Molitar, and Victor Dandridge. The amazing Victor Dandridge from You Create Comics is going to be at Keystone. Of course, we're excited to hear how Keystone does. This is, of course, the people behind New York Comic Con, Read Pop, so we have a lot of interest to see how this goes. And then Mike Watson's going to go to Chicago for Wizard World. That's going to be happening on the 22nd through the 25th. That's the 4-day con this weekend. Keystone's the 23rd through the 25th. And then here's something exciting. Come to Florida. Go to Kissimmee, and you can see not only me, the Indie Devil, who's going to be hosted by the Infinity Toy and Comic Show in Kissimmee, but also John Crawford, who's going to have The Rock's dad with him. He's going to have the Nasty Boys with him. We're going to have Lance Footer. We're going to have Roland Mann of Silver Creations, Richard Rivera, which is the Stabity Bunny, Joel Rodriguez, of course, of Metal Ninja Studios, and Marcus H. Roberts. All those amazing creators in one place. It's gonna be awesome. And you guys gotta come check us out and be part of the excitement that is that amazing show in Kissimmee. And just so you guys know, we're starting something new. We're gonna start talking to you guys about what's coming up next. Meaning we're going to give you an insight, just like we do on the radio program, of what's coming up a week from this week. So now our radio listeners know where to travel next week, and you guys do too. So next week is Memorial Day weekend. I believe it's Memorial. I always get it confused if it's Memorial or Labor Day, but I'm almost certain we're going to go into Memorial Day. I could be wrong, though. Listeners can tell me in the comments section or through an email at indieadvocates@yahoo.com. Apologies if we're at Labor Day, but I'm pretty sure it's Memorial Day weekend. Yeah, we'll go with Memorial Day. Either way, it's one of the big weekends that ends summer officially. That's next weekend, and of course that means it's time for Dragon Con. And you can see what my boy J.R. Mounts is doing. He's doing some amazing new artwork where he actually uses shadows to tell a different story than the actual scene that we see. Now we're going to quickly head over to conventionscene.com and tell you about all the amazing shows that are going on. And I only have 1 minute left, so I better make it quick. The 23rd to the 24th is going to in Atlanta, Georgia, have OxneyCon. The 23rd to the 25th has Colorado Springs Comic Con. Keystone Comic Con, which we told you about because Richard Dandridge, Chris Madden, and Rob are going to be there. 23rd through the 25th in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. 23rd through the 25th also has Toy Expo, Comic and Fan Experience in San Mateo, California. Chantillyville, Virginia has the Fairfax Comic Con, which did not do very well last year. So we're going to have to see how it does this year and hear back from people about that. 24th through the 25th is going to be the Infinity Toy and Comic Con, which of course I'll be at along with John Crawford, Marcus H. Roberts, who'll be sharing a table with me. Richard Rivera is going to be there. Lance Footer is going to be there. We're excited. Boise, Indiana is going to have Boise Comics Arts Festival, the 24th through the 25th. And the 30th next week, Indianapolis, Indiana is going to have the Indiana Comic Con, which is usually a big show. Berg Comics is going to be going on in Harrisburg, Illinois. And Long Beach Comic Con will be the last show of the summer at Long Beach Comic Con next week, the 31st through the 1st. And that's it for the radio program. Thanks for tuning in. And now this. All right, so we got the radio program recorded. We do have some news for today for those of you guys who are watching us live. We have an actual show going on right now. It should be just starting. That's going to be for my boy, and we're going to call him up right now, Travis Gibb. We're going to get Facebook open, and we're going to talk to you about Travis Gibb. So, of course, that wouldn't make as much sense on the radio program, so we're going to get you to Travis Gibb. We might go a little extra today because it will call it the overtime in the show. We've gotten you all the news that you needed to see right now, and this is the last of it, but we'll do a little bit of overtime. I know we're at the wrong time right now. Oh, there's another Travis Gibb. Uh-oh. There's more than one. Such a unique name that I wouldn't have thought there were too many. But here we go. We got Travis Gibb will be at Fandom Kissimmee in September. I think it's September 21st. Okay, so where we're trying to get it. I promise it's coming. Of course, here's another preview of the Advocator Halloween edition coming out on September 9th. And there we go. Here we go. I promise you it's coming. The Spacey Awards are coming to 9/6. That's right, the very beginning of September. Wow, it's just 2 weeks away. Oh my, I didn't even realize how close that was getting. Oh, I cannot find this event that's going down today. I don't know why it's giving me such trouble right now. I think he said he was at Mushroom. So, Mushroom Comics. How many Mushroom Comics can there be? Let's see. The Infinity. There we go. Okay, so the Infinite. Okay. Oop. Okay. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Here it goes. We'll even tell him you're live on I.C.R. They're gonna be like, "What the hell is that?" All right, here it is. I told you we'd have it for you today at 5 p.m. We are gonna have. I have no idea why it made that sound. We're going to have... Well, we're not going to have, but Travis Gibb is going to have a broke-down signing event at the Infinite Mushroom Comic and Game Shoppy. According to them, you need to read this book, and I would second that notion. Broke-down is one of the best indie projects I have read in a long time, and is your chance to meet the writer Travis Gibb of Negative Bird and Government Bodies, The Advocator, which I'm actually hurt, Mushroom guys, that you left out The Advocator. Today, August 21st, from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Swing by, get his book, and get it signed. Check out the creative team over there at Broke Down Comics, and make sure to ask them if they have a copy of Batman 77. All right, guys, so this is officially it. We're done. We're going to go into overtime now. If you guys were just waiting for that 10-minute program, well, there you go. But we're going to go ahead and hit our overtime for the day, and we're going to talk about some other stuff. So let's go down the list. First off, we're going to be updating this category. The way that we're going to be updating this category, Creators Connections, is by you going over to our Advocator page. And the way that you do that, you go to the Indie Advocate page, and you go right here, and you go to Creators Connections. Today we're doing the editors, which are super important. If you don't have an editor for a project, you really need to have one. Yesterday was, I believe we did artists yesterday. And you guys can see, of course, this is an interesting page. And I'm going to start sharing it on my page so people can see it. What I'll wind up doing, and we have some people to add, is I'll wind up sharing it. I think I always have trouble when I try to share it for some reason as myself. I think that's because I'm not interacting as myself right now. So I have to go to myself, and then I'll share it on my regular page so you guys can get part of it, just so people have it right now. But yeah, we're doing this Creators Connection things for you, which goes back to our site right here. So if you want to be listed on our site as someone who's looking for employment, or if you're looking for someone like a letterer, an editor, or writer, or ancillary, or artist, which is listed, just put it in the links and you guys will be listed. So how cool is that? Let's see what other news we got for you guys today. We have, of course, we talked about Dragon Con, so we're going to be excited about that. We showed you convention scene. Here it is, Cat Dad and Super Mom. I've reached 10 likes, which isn't bad considering I just launched this a little while ago. I was waiting for the laptop to upload. That's why we're so late today. So while doing that, I actually created this page, and I think we have at least 20 likes now. I'm going to have to do our story in a little while. But I wanted to get this out here. I wanted to get you guys to be a fan of what we're working on, so I hope you're a fan of it. It is going down October 1st. Please go to our Kickstarter event page, which you can find right here. And I know I'm going. Who else is going to go with me? And you can actually choose a date. I'm going to go every day. That's just how awesome I'm going to do. But I'm going to go on the 1st, and then I'm going to go on the last day. And the reason I did so many days, I wanted you guys to have a reminder. So now every day you guys have the ability to be reminded to back it. So let's say that you get paid and you're worried about your finances. And I understand that, I get that. And you want to know how much you're going to have to, what you can afford to pledge to. I totally get that. Now you can just go, well, I'm going to want to be reminded on the 27th. So go on the 27th, and now you guys can be reminded on the 27th, hey, remember you wanted to check out the Kickstarter today. See how much you had in the bank. See how much you can actually afford to back it. Maybe it was a good week, maybe it was not so good, and you just want to throw the little bit of a PDF behind it. No harm. And even if you can share it, you're going to be awesome for sharing it. So that's why I set that up, because I know a lot of people don't always know their finances at the beginning of a month versus the end. And sometimes they want to be reminded about it to see what other Kickstarters possibly they have supported and see what their budget's like. So that's giving me giving you guys the love and the respect of giving you the ability. So today, put them crowdfunding links. We're, of course, going to put this show in there. But if you have a crowdfunding event, we should actually, while I'm talking, I'll actually put in my, let's see, where is it? I'll put in my Cat Dad teaser that I just made today. So I'm going to put that in there so you guys can see that. And that way I'll give a teaser to that, and I'll put the Advocator later. But yeah, drop them links. Even if you have something coming up, drop it. Put it in there. Of course, this is in the Indie Advocates Network. It's our group, so you can put your stuff in there today. And that's all I got for you guys. That's it for now. Thanks for tuning in. Of course, I'm going to give a shameless shout out to who I am. I am the Indie Devil, Mr. Anderson. You guys can support me by going to theindiedevil.com. You can support the idea of advocating for indie comics at theindyadvocate.com. I am a proud indie advocate, but anyone can be an indie advocate. So make sure that you're going out there and you're supporting indie comics. And do that by becoming an indie advocate. And, you know, you can see some of my stuff right there. There's my beautiful collage of stuff going on. Written Sins Comics, we will be doing an update later this year. We have been a little bit lacking in that because of being on Kickstarter and all that other stuff. But I'm going to dedicate some time in the coming weeks to fix that site up and have it more current. That's it for now. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name has been Mr. Anderson, and it will continue to be Mr. Anderson, believe it or not. And I'm known as the Indie Devil, and I'm a proud indie advocate, and so should you guys be. So go out there and advocate for indie comics, and even support some on Kickstarter today.